Welcome back, Plug Nation. It's your boy Badge Plug, and today we have a very important video. You know I don't like to waste anyone's time, so whatever you gotta do, make sure that like button is blue, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get into the news. So I was on Twitter and this caught me real quick. As soon as I seen it, I was like, all right, I gotta make my news video right now because this is insane. I couldn't believe it. PowerDF posted on TikTok, and he also showed on Twitter his top 8 2Ks of all time, 2K16, 2K15. But what really caught my eye was that he has 2K21 next gen over 2K17 and 2K19. I could not believe that. He said, so I dropped my 2K list on TikTok. You guys can check it out and give me thoughts. But yeah. And David said, you said next gen is better than 2K17? L. Respectfully. Call the Man said 2K current 19 and 17 worse than next gen? Don't do drugs, kids. Like, it was that bad. It was that bad. But I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, what are the best 2Ks of all time? You do not have to do them in order because I know it's hard to pick one as the best 2K of all time. So give me your top 2 favorite 2Ks ever. Now, Double HDF had a poll, or whatever you want to call it, where he dropped his top 2Ks, and this one I could agree with a bit more. He said this: here's my 2K rankings. I don't care what you think. This is my opinion. It's funny because my highest win percent in any 2K was current gen, LOL. I think this is the most valid list, not gonna lie. 2K16, 2K15, 2K20, 17, 19, next gen, 18, and current gen under 2K18. Now, I can respect most of those answers, but 2K18, in my opinion, like I've told you guys, is the worst 2K of all time, and I don't think that can ever change. That was the 2K that I was just dreadful and miserable on. Now, I don't really like current gen that much. I definitely do like 2K20 better, but like I've told you guys, I'm not one of those YouTubers who goes back every year and says, oh, the previous game was better, because I honestly didn't like 2K19 that much. If it wasn't for the dribbling, I think it would have been a very trash game. Pretty much. And that's what Double H had to say. He said this: unpopular opinion, if you take away 2K19's dribbling, it competes with 18 for one of the worst 2Ks of all time. Power said, nah, the events in 19 make it better than 18 alone, in my opinion. Now look, I said what I had to say about 2K19, but it's not going to compete with 2K18, okay? Yes, Double H has a point what he's saying, that the dribbling was the big thing that stood out about 2K19. The dribbling was what made the game any sort of decent at all. But it still, even without the dribbling, did not compete with how bad 2K18 was. You see what I'm saying? So look, a huge thing is happening in 2K today as I'm making this video, and very soon for next gen, I think, as well, as we'll see in just a second. It's bad and it's good. Let's check it out. So Reddit posted on Twitter, or sorry, Wario for this one, said 2K21 is coming to the Xbox Game Pass tomorrow, meaning that the game will be free. 2K21, I believe it's current gen, not next gen, but we'll be talking about next gen in just a second, which means the player count is going to go up drastically because the Xbox Game Pass is only like $10 a month or something like that, and you'll be able to get NBA 2K21 for free. Now, I'm not 100% sure it's for free. If not, it's going to be like very cheap, like $5-10. So the player count is going to go up quite a bit. This is what 2K did in previous years, which I talked about in previous videos, was a W move to get more players on the game, to get more people interested in the game. But that also tells you that they're not really caring about their game. Everyone's already bought it. They're not really fixing any of the issues. They still have not fixed Zens. They haven't done anything with the shot aiming. Yeah, people have learned it, but it's huge. It's a huge broken issue with the game, man. Take it out. Just take it out. If you can't fix his ends, take out the shot aiming. I understand if you've, took your time to learn it, but it's okay. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be in multiple 2Ks in the future, so you might as well just get used to shooting again without the meter. You see what I'm saying? Like, 2K is not just going to keep that in their game year after year. So just take it out. It's broken. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, 2K21 next gen. If you've been waiting for 2K21 next gen on Xbox, the Mamba Forever bundle is on sale today for $67. Includes next gen digital copy and 200k BC. So I believe the next gen Mamba edition was about 100, maybe 110, something like that. So it's like 30% off. And it just shows that yes, 2K is trying to get even more people on the game, because if you guys aren't understanding, 2K doesn't really have to sell you the game to make money. Where they make money is the microtransactions, which it's a good thing for us that there's going to be more players on the game, you know, more people to watch streams and videos and all that. But at the same time, it kind of shows that 2K once again is trying to get more and more money. And at the same time, they're trying to get people on the game to do the microtransactions. Like, they don't have to buy the game, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to spend the $60, but then when you get into the game, you have to spend $50 on VC, or you start playing My Team, you get addicted to that, you rip. People on My Team spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on My Team, which is why they constantly update My Team. You see what I'm saying? They're always giving My Team constant updates because that's their big money winner. Yes, you can make 10 builds on 2K, and yes, you can delete your player, but check it out. You make a build, you spend $50, it takes at least like a week or two to get your build maxed out. On My Team, you can spend $500 in an hour or two. See what I'm saying? So they're going to keep constantly updating My Team. Now, Cole the Man had this to say on Twitter. He said, when is 2K going to take out the snow? This guy said, you know it's still snowing outside, right? He said, yeah, no. But it's been snowing in the game for 4 months now, and it's old. And that's what I was trying to say like 2 months ago, which it wasn't really the right time because it was only in for like a month and a half. But guys, it's been snowing in the game for 4 months, okay? We got to get a new scenery. We got to get a new scenery out there. You know what I'm saying, 2K? Like, I don't know how you could back 2K up for doing that. It's not a huge thing, obviously, but it's something that needs to be changed. Anyway, Iggy Mo said, just deleted next gen. Crazy world we live in. And my friend has next gen deleted. Like, it's insane that the next generation console, the game that was supposed to be the huge jump up, because as kids we remember how big of a jump up 2K14 was from the 360 to the Xbox One, you know, PS3 to the PS4, and it was just a letdown. In my opinion, it was a step down. I believe that 2K20 is a better game than next gen, and it's crazy to me, it blows my mind that a new console, you know, that only comes out like once every 8 years, 7 years, whatever, has a great game on it, like a great game with lots of potential, but the potential just is nowhere to be found. Like I've said all year, next gen could have been a really good game, but they just didn't do anything to keep the potential up. Like new level rewards, like changing the negative 50% level when going to another affiliation, because what's the point of affiliations if almost everyone never even goes to the other affiliation because they don't want to get less level? You see what I'm saying? Rival Day is only like once every other month or something like that. It's crazy. Had a lot of potential. I could keep going for a long time. The builder system, on and on. Anyway, Laker fan YT said on Twitter, hey, I know there's been a lot of people inspired by myself or other content creators creating pro-am vids. I just want to let you guys know, if you're on Xbox, it's a very specific set of circumstances you need to fit. All Series X on your team, matchmaking is trash, must do matchups. Power said, you know what's really confusing to me? How Series S work in Rec, but not in Pro-Am at all. So there's been a guy, every single day on Twitter almost, who tags me and he says, hey, it's day 110, it's day 111 since Next Gens came out, and the Xbox S does not work. It's almost impossible if you have an Xbox S to play Pro-Am, which is insane, 2K. I want to play Pro-Am. I told you guys I wanted to try out the next gen Pro-Am because it looked hot. It looked like it was fire. It looked fun. And I wanted to give my last try for next gen, because until I say the entire game is trash, I mean, I have to try it. You know what I'm saying? I have to try it until I say that, but I can't get enough people on a team that's good and competitive and on at the same time and with an Xbox X to play. You see what I'm saying? I have lots of friends that have the Xbox S. So there's lots of people that have an Xbox S. They spent $300, $400 on that. They spent $50 to $100 on the game, $50 to $100 on BC at least, and they can't even play a certain game mode in the game, which a lot of people sometimes, for Pro-Am specifically, a lot of people that play Pro-Am, that's like the only thing they play. So just imagine someone who bought VC, grinding out their player, and they still cannot play Pro-Am. Even if you're not affected by that, you should still be annoyed that's in the game. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, King Superior said, first game on Next Gen in a month, and I get this, bro. Like, he literally got an error code on his first game coming back to Next Gen. And then he also dropped a reply to that tweet with his second game having an error code, which I wish I would have screenshotted for the video, but you can trust me or not. Anyway, Solo DF said, splitting next gen and current gen 2K22 next year will be the downfall of 2K. I want to see how they deal with this issue, because the split views with already split console fan bases is going to get real ugly if it's handled the wrong way. Thoughts. He said, if 2K is Having 2 separate games, at least make them similar, like same builds and badges. Chad said, if they split, it's gonna be the must not split. If they want to have next gen and current gen, at the very least make it the same game, but I prefer to be only on next gen console. He said, unfortunately, that's just not happening. Double H, by the way. 2K will do the most to get their money and is a business as they should. I hear we'll both have current gen and next gen games and they won't be the same because otherwise there would be no point of a next gen console. Like, holy crap. And I know I messed up a little bit right there because the words are kind of small. But that's not an issue that I was thinking about. Is 2K going to drop another double game next year? Now, it's not easy to come up with an answer at this point, like with a guess or anything like that, because 2K dropped 2 games this year because, you know, why would you drop another game on the next-gen consoles, what they were thinking? Why would we drop the same game? Which we later figured out was bad because now they have 2 games to work on. They can't even usually get 1 game right. And it's split between, you know, it's split like PS4 and PS5 split, Xbox One and Xbox Series X split between 5 servers. You know what I'm saying? There's so many splits between 4 affiliations, and that has destroyed the player count. People getting, no one gets back-to-back games. They have to wait for games, the error codes, the fadeaways that were broken for so long, the speed boost glitching that's still on current gen, the Zins. Like, there's so many issues, and 2K really just needs 1 game to focus on. But 2K is obviously going to make a lot more money if they have 2 games. So most likely, in my opinion, now don't, you know, hold your breath. Don't act like I'm the one who's giving you the answer because I'm just saying maybe. But most likely 2K is going to have 2 games next year, 2 separate games, which is not good because right now the resellers have all the next gen consoles. You see what I'm saying? That's a division right there. There's so many divisions within the game, and the community should just be together. There's already a division between, you know, the consoles and stuff like that, and it just shouldn't get any worse than where it's at right now. Anyway, Chad Benz on Twitter, ChadDF, he said, I agree, but that just means another year of split views and slowly dying game because people like and watch 2 different games. Double H said, yeah, I know, it's sad to think about it. So, man, 2K is most likely going to do it because that bag opportunity is there. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think they should. A lot of us, as you see on Twitter, from our opinions and thinking about it, they shouldn't do it. They should have 1 game to focus on, not 2. Anyway, Shake and Bake said, this is an actual LOL. They promoted the special deal to me. Oh my God, some gold contracts and shoes. So they gave him a one-time deal on 2K to get some MT and you get some gold contracts and shoes and stuff. Like 2K. Oh my gosh. And they make it like, if it didn't say one time only, it wouldn't be so desired. You see what I'm saying? Someone who doesn't really know about my team's going to open that up and go, oh, one time only? It's probably going to disappear tomorrow. I have to buy it right now. And it's trash. Like 2K, come on. You got to do at least, I mean, at least make it worth buying stuff, right? Joe Knows, who's been playing a lot of Pro-Am, said, what I have learned from playing Comp Pro-Am for 2 weeks on Next Gen, everyone is the best virtual player of all time. If you beat them, it doesn't count, but if they beat you, you suck. Your playstyle takes no skill, but theirs does. I will never understand the egos people develop over a virtual basketball game, but it makes for some really entertaining content, so I'm gonna make the most out of it. And it's crazy to me also, like, because, bro, if you're so good at 2K, or you're even decent at the game, above average, make something out of it. Unless you've already got a great job or whatever, like upload YouTube videos, stream, do stuff like that. Do something with it. Don't just have this virtual credit of being good. I don't see how people develop egos over that. But Dignified said, I'm so glad I stopped playing Next Gen on the daily basis. ... And it's crazy to me how many content creators don't upload Next Gen or rarely upload Next Gen. Like, that was just, it was supposed to be the game, guys. That was supposed to be the game. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Cash Out said, did y'all hear 2K down so bad it's going to be on the Game Pass starting tomorrow? Like, most of the games on the Game Pass are like 2-year-old games, 3-year-old games, trash games. There's some decent games on there, but most of them are trash. You see what I'm saying? And putting 2K on there is just like saying, hey, we give up. But if you guys want it, you know, you guys that don't have any money to buy the game, but once you get in, you're going to have to buy VC, go ahead. Come our way. You know what I'm saying? Come over here. Man. But it's crazy to me where we're at right now in 2K. Like I was just saying, you know, there's people split between 2 games. We're split between 4 different consoles. If you're on next gen, you're split between 4 different affiliations. Then you're also split by West servers, East servers, Europe, Asia, what's the other one? Australia. Like there's like 5 or 6 different servers. It's all split. Everything's split. That's not how the 2K community should be, man. We should all be together. It would be great for 2K to have a cross-platform game where Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PS4, PS5 can all play together. Now look, your one argument could be, Badge, I bought the next gen console to get its specs, and I expect 2K to make a game that has the specs of the next gen console. Well, you'd be wrong, because 2K, and this argument has been already proven, is at 60 frames per second on next gen. Somehow, the only next gen game I've seen that's came out that's at 60 frames instead of 120 frames, which isn't a gigantic deal, but it's just another thing. Like, how, 2K? How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you had one job, and you can turn your system or whatever to 120 frames. You can turn your system to 240, and it'll say that it's in 240, but the game is still going to play in 60. That's what a lot of people were confused about. Yes, you can change your monitor settings and stuff to 120 and all that, but it's only going to cap at 60. It will not go over 60 no matter what you do, no matter if you have the greatest computer in the world, because that's how the game was designed. See what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, leave your opinions down below on the video. It's your boy Badge Plug. You've been plugged in. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Drop a like if you haven't yet. And I'm out. Peace.